Hi everyone, this is Steve Tatarunis, Technical Support Manager at Listen Inc. And in this Working From Home with SoundCheck video, I'm going to demonstrate to you the offline statistics function. Back in Working From Home video number 4, Cam Ruffel-Degnan presented an overview of all the available offline functions. And since then, some of you have asked for a deeper dive into offline statistics. So let's do that. When working from home, there's a very practical use case for offline stats. And that is crunching data from your factory or perhaps from your contract manufacturer overseas. Using offline statistics, you can look at any number of curves, values, or results and perform a variety of statistical analysis on them. So let's take a look at offline stats. Over here in SoundCheck, you can see in my memory list, I've opened a DAT file containing 20 fundamental curves. So to do the offline analysis on these curves, I'm going to go to the offline menu, select statistics, and from the options here I'm going to select offline statistics and click OK, and that will open up the offline statistics editor. And you can see in the editor here I've got the same 20 curves displayed in the data list that I do over in the memory list. And what I'm going to do is I want to perform statistics on all of them, so I'm going to select all of them, and then over here I can see all of the available statistical functions for curves, and I'm going to select them all for this example. So I'm going to select max, min, mean. When I select standard deviation, it's going to give me the plus or minus sigma value that I want to use in the calculations. I'm going to select plus or minus 3 sigma. Absolute standard deviation, and over here we have best fit to average and worst fit to average, and these are functions that are only available offline. If you're used to using statistics in a sequence, you won't see these, but these are available over here. So I'm going to ask SoundCheck to give me the 2 best fit and the 2 worst fit to average. Otherwise, if I want to apply a custom data name, I can do it down here. Otherwise, we'll just have a default name, and we're going to keep this field empty. So in this case, all of the statistics that I generate back into the memory list are going to be called fundamental mean, fundamental max, fundamental min, etc. So at this point, everything's configured the way I want it, and all I need to do is click the apply button, and all of my statistics curves are going to populate over into the curves tab of the memory list. And there we have it. So let's close the editor and just take a look at a few of the results that have shown up over here. So here's my statistical mean, and on top of that I'm going to throw in the max and the min. So that's pretty clear. And I can also drag over my plus or minus 3 sigma curves. And that covers a lot of ground. And let's take a look at the, let's close this XY graph, bring the mean back up, and then throw in our best fit to average, which SoundCheck has identified as being curve number 11. And let's also bring in our worst fit to average, which SoundCheck has identified as serial number 5. And that was a big outlier, very high sensitivity. And what we can also get is a best fit to deviation and a worst fit deviation as well. So there's a quick look at some of the stats that we can get from curves. And now let's open some values. So I just opened a file that has 21 kilohertz sensitivity values from those curves that we were just looking at, and I'll go back and open the offline stats editor, select the values, select the statistical processes I want to perform on them. Got a couple of new ones available to me here, because we're dealing with values and not curves. And most interesting one down here is that we have the ability to generate a histogram. Put in a bandwidth of 0.5 dB there, and click apply. And let's bring the memory list back. There it is. And now I've got all of these statistical values down here. So let's display these on a new table. And we can see everything that's come out of our last round of statistics. And also over here on the Curves tab, we've got a histogram and a distribution curve. So, I hope this quick overview of offline statistics gives you some ideas of how you can use offline stats while working from home, and maybe carry that back to the office with you. On behalf of the support team, I want to thank you for watching this and all the other work from home with SoundCheck videos. And there are still more to come, so stay tuned, stay safe, and thanks for watching.